It's about an hour from now. It's a Wednesday. And so he will take us through the world of sports in a way only he can, in his own inimitable fashion.
And then for the rest of the week, he just gets to coast.
Yeah. He's told us by the time the sports break hits on Wednesday, he is tapped, which I think bodes very well for the time where he gets his own show somewhere. Mm-hmm. He'll have to negotiate a deal that where they're fully aware that, hey, midway through the week, I'm going to pretty much power down and figure it out from there. If you watch the show, thank you to the people helping out in the video department today, not the least of whom Chump Badumpwith is helping out. That's B' for those of you who would like to send a handwritten letter of thanks. Chump Badumpwith, care of the Alan Cox Show, 6200 Oak Tree Boulevard, Suite 400, Independence, Ohio, 44131. So thank you, one and all, the people who help. Is the new Poundcake podcast up and running at alancoxshow.com?
I completely forgot about it until right now, so I'm going to get it up there. It's available.
Yeah, I know. It's on the
available,
app.
And that's the most important thing.
It's on the iHeartRadio app.
We'll get the thing up there.
It's called Gay and Religion, and my roommate.
It's called Gay and Religion?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Yep, and my roommate stars in it, so you guys have never heard from my roommate before.
Is he gay or religion?
He is redneck.
So religion,
but we talk about that in the cast. I don't really want to give it away, but
I'm guessing he's very pro-religion.
I will let you hear it.
I don't want to listen to it. Tell me now.
Bill's going to get triggered.
You tell me now.
He's more spiritual than anything. And
so is it safe to say that this episode involves fewer expletives from you? You talk like a sailor, which is the point. You're uncensored. Mm-hmm. And so on the Poundcake podcast, he'll let the expletives fly. Is there less of that because religion is part of the subject? Do you show the proper reverence to your roommate?
He curses too. But yeah,
he's not like super religious. Like he's not going to church every week, right?
No, neither one of us do.
Yeah, and he has been sleeping with girls and stuff. He's not. Yeah, he's just a regular dude that goes, yeah, I just try to keep myself right with God.
He was like, I got gay family members and gay friends, and he's like, I see how much they. He wasn't using me in this, but he was saying, I see how much the community struggles, and he was like, I would never,
move to Florida.
He moved
or
to
in Texas.
By the way, a lot of people, all the nerds breaking out in the texts in the break to say that Magic the Gathering predates Pokemon.
We weren't talking about Magic the Gathering.
By a few years. Well, I mentioned it only in the reference of like
cards.
Card game, yeah. Early 90s. Magic the Gathering.
I remember kids playing that at school and bringing their binders of cards. And
I only remember seeing it because of the comic book shops I would go to. At some point, started having days where you'd walk in and there'd be like card tables set up, and all these dorks that had come out of their basements, I guess, and put down the 8-sided die were then lured into these comic book shops to play Magic the Gathering, which is fine. I mean, I'm glad it got them out and doing stuff, and. But you'd be looking over the new issue of something or other, and you'd hear a bunch of people flapping down cards.
Yeah, I'm trying to read comics, and there a bunch of nerds are cramping my style.
The card nerds are cramping my comic nerd style. That's right. I just posted a bunch of comics to eBay. I just sold a couple of them.
Nice.
Yeah. I had a random lot of issues that I had posted for about $100, and somebody bought those. But I have a bunch of individual ones that are worth a bit more, and so those are up there.
What would you say your most valuable one that you're going to sell is?
Well, I don't know about that. This literally comes from a lot of comics that I randomly won. I entered something on Instagram, and they contacted me. It's about a year ago. They contacted me about a month later and said, hey, you won this random lot of issues from this shop in Boston. And I said, okay, great. And they sent them to me. There were probably about maybe 50 titles. And just random. Some really old, some newer, whatever. And I went through them. And, they're all, backed and bagged and whatever. And I don't know which one, because sometimes they'll surprise you depending on who's in it. Or
so these aren't like ones that you found from your personal.
No. My personal collection.
Have a bunch at home.
My personal collection is still in my parents' house in Chicago. And every time I'm out there, once a year, I need to literally like put a note in my phone, get your comics, because I keep forgetting. Not that it really matters, but I mean,
But it'd be nice to have them.
It would be nice to have them.
It'd be really fun to go through them, too.
It would be a lot of fun to go through them.
As soon as you, that's one of those things where while you're going through those things, it's going to unlock memories. Because you're going to remember where you got them and the day you got them. Not all of them, but there's going to be certain ones that were meaningful to you that are going to take you right back to those moments, and that'll be fun.
Just this random lot of comics that I won that were sent to me, just the smell of those comic books, when you open them up, that paper has a smell, those old advertisements, because some of the ones, I mean, it ran the gamut. There were some from the mid-'60s all the way up to, some that have like probably no value, but yeah, I love that smell. Now, my collection is at my parents' house, but this lot that I won, I separated the ones that I think might be worth something, and then I sold the other ones just as a random lot. Devotion to accuracy, 20-sided die for Magic the Gathering.
What'd you say, 12?
I think I said 8-sided die, but I'm sorry.
I think they're using 20-sided die for, what's it called, too? D&D now.
Okay.
I think they're going.
Alan, I still play Magic weekly. You're the dork. Well, you might be right. I'm not even saying I'm not. I'm just saying non. Yeah, I'm a non-Magic playing dork.
You have to categorize it.
That's right. I'm a comic book dork. That's right. Call of Duty has the biggest entertainment release of all time, eclipsing everything else in every other medium. The value of Pokemon is $110 billion. Number 2 is Hello Kitty at $88 billion. So these are obviously very, very valuable franchises. Somebody told me, I was talking about the guy that invented Pokemon was the guy who created this fanzine that I used to read when I was younger. Somebody texted me and said that the guy who created Pokemon, that same guy, died in the Japanese tsunami. Oh. Remember the Fukushima nuclear reactor? Yeah. They had that whole thing going on. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just reading a text, but your Cleveland Cavaliers win last night against the Indiana Pacers by only a couple of points, but it's
all it takes.
It's all it takes. 127 to 124.
Got one more than the other guys, you win.
Yeah. So Cavs are trying to hold on to 6th place. They've had a bit of a slide in the East. So have my Bulls.
Yeah, they lost like 5 in a row.
Yeah, they did. They're down to 4th. Heat, Sixers, Bucks, Bulls, Celtics, and Cavs right now.
Do we play the Heat Friday?
Yeah.
And then who is it on Saturday?
The Bulls.
Is it back to back?
Be in Chicago to play the Bulls. Yep. So
that's a tough schedule.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So Cavs are off until Friday night. They'll be in Miami to play LeBron James and the Miami Heat at the United Airlines Arena, the American Airlines Arena. Anyway, it's an 8:00 tip here on MMS, and then they'll be in Chicago to play Tristan Thompson and the Chicago Bulls. And then the Clippers are here on Monday.
I got some exciting news.
Oh, hold on.
Alan Cox Show! Exclusive news update!
This is for me and sort of for the show. Mm-hmm. On St. Patrick's Day, we've done bar crawls in the past. Mm-hmm. And they would be these big to-dos where it'd be like the morning show and us going out. Corey Roddick would come with us.
Oh, those were so fun.
They were so fun.
So fun.
And this year, they're back, but they got rid of all the fat. They said, we don't need the morning show. We know we got Stansberry now in the middays. We don't need him. What we need is a bar crawl from 11 till 1 p.m.
Right.
With the co-host.
A slim 2 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the co-host of the Alan Cox Show.
Yeah.
Leading the charge.
That's a lot of fun.
I'm very excited about it.
So the St. Patty's Day Bill Squire mini bar crawl. Is that what it's called officially?
It's a full bar.
A full bar crawl.
I mean, it's a 2-hour bar crawl. So,
yeah.
We've done bar crawls in the past. They've been
2
longer
hours
or shorter, whatever, I got to get back and do the show. So,
do you know where you'll be going?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And get this.
Take notes, listener.
We're going to start off at the Cleveland St. Patrick's Day bar crawl at the Clevelander. Doesn't that make a lot of sense?
The Clevelander.
Clevelander.
Yes.
Great place. I love that bar.
I could not for the life of me remember. When I was having a couple of pops with some friends the other night, I was trying to tell some anecdote from the Clevelander from an appearance or something. I had a complete brain fart on the name of that place. The Clevelander.
Clevelander.
Yeah, of course.
It's been a few years. I think the last time we did anything at the Clevelander was when we did the...
We threw the balloons at
whipped
Poundcake.
cream balloons at
Yeah.
Poundcake.
It was a Papa Thought. That was one of the greatest names for a game.
Because it was pouring rain or sleet or snow or something.
I wore a trash bag, yeah.
It could have been so fun if it had been nicer weather, but yeah, what are you going to do?
Thought.
It's supposed to be nice next week.
Papa Thought.
So then from there, maybe you get a little bit hungry and you want to drink, and what do you eat on St. Patrick's Day?
Corned beef.
No, that's stupid. Pizza. We're going to Pizza 216.
All right. Pizza
Yeah.
216. That's right around the corner from the Clevelander?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
up on Euclid,
Okay.
and then we're bouncing back.
Wouldn't this be much easier if we were in the new studios? Wouldn't it be
Dude,
great
it'd be
if we were
so-
in the new studios?
Can we just set up a thing and then go do
Maybe
the show
so.
there? That would be great. That would be incredible.
I'll look into it.
That'd be so much fun. And then from there, we're going to Whistle and Keg, which
Whistle and Keg or
Yes.
Whistling Keg?
Whistle and Keg,
Whistle and Keg.
which I've never been to.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to check that.
Is this a new place?
I think it's newer. It's back on Huron.
Certainly sounds Irish.
Yeah. So
In the Caxton building. Oh, I know where that is. Okay. The Whistle and Keg.
we're gonna.
All right.
That's the third bar.
Right.
And then we're closing things out at City Tap.
City Tap. Former stomping grounds of one Erica Lauren.
Right.
She was a bartender
Yeah.
there many years ago.
And this is all powered by. It's not presented by. It's not sponsored by. It's powered.
By Bud Light.
Bud Light.
Right.
I'm going to have to go to this.
You're going to have to go to this?
If you want to go, I'm gonna come here, and then Uber downtown, and then come back.
Yeah.
So if you want to meet me here at like 10:30, you can tag along. You take off some time from the.
That's
the
what
other
I need
job?
is Drunky McDrunkerton answering the phones
Yeah,
during the
no,
show.
never, you know.
Mary and I will be the only two sober people that day
I
on
don't
the
think
show.
Mary's gonna be on the show that day, is she?
Well, I know.
Oh, is she gone?
Is she gone?
Oh, so I'll be the only sober
Yeah,
one in
no,
the
I
show.
can't do that.
I'm the sucker.
Although we do have people at my morning job that take off for Dingus Day, but
Mary is out.
yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
Dingus Day.
Yeah, they go out for Dingus Day.
Right.
You won't even notice that I'm drunk. I'm drunk right now. You haven't been able to tell.
That is true. Boy, you're really good. You have really kept it under
Well,
wraps.
you have no idea.
There you go. A splash. I'll get a garbage can liner.
And I gotta play things pretty, I can't
Close to
I
the
can't
vest.
too wild because I do have to come here, and then I have the Funny Stop that weekend. It starts on Thursday night, so it's a long day for me. So I got to keep that in mind. I'll probably drink more Red Bull than I drink beer.
The bar crawls were our heyday. God, like that was.
I'm bringing the heyday back.
I'm
That's
just
what I'm
saying.
saying, and we don't need you, Poundcake. You wanted to come.
Yeah,
We don't
who's
even
this
need
we,
you.
white man?
Yeah.
Whose
This
heyday?
is Bill
Well, I'm
Squire's
sorry, but, like-
St. Patrick's Day bar crawl.
It was just so.
He goes, the bar crawls were our heyday. This guy. Like he has anything.
No, but it was just so much fun. Like, I just could not believe that was my job. It was so cool. All my friends were jealous of me.
Yeah, well, you still have the same job.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the friends anymore.
That's right. I'm like, hey, you guys welcome to the bar crawl? Who is this?
Hello? Hello?
What bar crawl? You're invited to a bar crawl?
No, when we would do them with RMG, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, those were always a good time.
Well, maybe. There's nothing saying that somebody from the morning can't be down there hanging out with you, right?
Well,
I mean, in an unofficial capacity.
Right, yeah. I popped in at Charlie was doing one All-Star weekend, and
Yeah.
I popped in on his for a little bit. And chopped
Maybe
it
he'll
up with
return
some-
the favor.
with some other iHeart employees.
Yeah. Little quid pro quo.
Yeah. But if you need the details, there it's WMMS.com. Mm-hmm. And then, or I put them on my Instagram story.
Well, that'll be a lot of fun.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good night. Good day.
Alan, I
It's a
got
day.
my 11-1.
Yeah.
Alan, I got my hockey cards from my parents' house a while ago and sold an Ovechkin rookie card for almost $400 on eBay.
Hey, that's not
That's
too
pretty
bad.
sweet. But he's like pro-Putin. That's why he probably sold it to some MAGA guy. They can whack off with it. Yeah, that's very exciting. All right, so there you go. So the Bill Squire St. Patty's Day bar crawl.
Alan Cox Show! Exclusive news update!
Powered by Bud Light.
That's right.
Alan, St. Patrick's Day is my 50th birthday.
Oh, good for you.
Well, then go downtown and celebrate with one William Scott Squire.
Yeah, you can have people kiss your Blarney Stone.
Grab me, shillelagh! Yeah. I'd love to go back to Dublin. It was 10 years ago this week that we were in Dublin. You weren't with us.
That was the first time you went.
The first time we went,
Yeah.
it was 10 years ago
I wasn't
this
even
week
on the show yet.
that we went to Dublin for Jameson. It was a big junket, stations from around the country, shows from around the country, doing the show live from the Jameson distillery. And the exciting thing about the first year we went, they never had repeat shows come back, but they enjoyed us so much, they brought us back the next year. We were the only one that had been there more than once, because that first year, we won a fan vote. Every part of the promotion was that every show around the country was asking their fans to vote for them for some Jameson thing, right?
It was like a toast or something,
Yes,
right?
Jameson. We won. I couldn't believe it. Because I hadn't been here that long, and it was a lot of fun. Dublin is just a phenomenal city. And it was a lot of fun. Erica was a bartender at City Tap, and Mary was an alcoholic there. The bar is full circle. The bar comes full circle in Alan Cox Show lore. Is that true? Was she talking about being at City Tap? Or
I'm sure she went there a bunch because she would be downtown.
well, she was
all
at
the
Winking
time.
Lizard, or was that the Winking Lizard she was working at?
No, she worked at the one at the Galleria, but then she also worked at the House of Blues. So I'm sure she has stories of
Bellied
fighting
up to-
somebody or
yeah.
throwing up or what, a Mary type story from City
Sure.
Tap.
I'd only been to City. I don't know if I was ever there when Erica was working there.
I think I was there once when she was working there.
Like while she was working? I don't mean like during the time. Like
I
while
just
she was
popped
working
in and
there.
I was like, oh, I didn't know you worked here. And
Yeah.
I didn't even really know her at that point either. I just recognized her.
Gotcha. Hey, that guy, they made a big deal about this. We talked about it. That guy who got the pig heart transplant, he died. Lasted a couple of months.
But it lasted a couple months. That's progress.
I guess.
He was gonna die.
Yeah, they're going to look at this guy as, some kind of he was voluntarily, essentially experimented. David Bennett was a guy who's 57. He made it 2 months with the heart.
Honey, that's 60 days, bro.
Yeah. First person to receive a heart transplant from a pig. It was a groundbreaking experiment. They didn't give an exact cause of death. They just say that his condition had begun deteriorating about a week ago. He was a handyman from outside Baltimore. And
It is really crazy that they even got that to work for a day.
yeah.
But 2 months that's a long time for you to have a pig heart.
Yep. So obviously the guy knew there was no guarantee it would work. They said that prior attempts at these kinds of transplants largely fail because the patient's bodies quickly reject the organ. The heart that they used was from a gene-edited pig.
And this one,
So they were hoping to circumvent the things that might make this guy's body reject it. It lasted 60 days. The family's like, we're happy for whatever extra time we had with this guy.
gene editing a pig means that they are eventually going to get this right, and there are going to be like that. It's not going to be farms of humans that they're using for our body parts. It's going to be other animals that then they can take parts of them and transplant it into us, and that's real weird.
You also have people, you know how people will leave like their fortune to their cat?
Yeah.
You're going to have people down the line, because if it goes one way, it can conceivably go the other. You're going to have people donating their organs to their pets. I donate my heart to that pig. I don't want it to become bacon. Donate my heart to that pig when I die. So David Bennett made it 60 days with that pig heart.
Put my big ass heart in my little ass dog.
Why did your dog die? It had an enlarged heart. Yeah. Oh, it did? Was it congenital? No, they put my heart. Yeah. I'm dead. I'm speaking from the great beyond. They put my heart into that dog.
It's weighing her down.
Let me take a break. I want to text 35192 for something you can watch at AlanCoxShow.com. And anywhere you are, you can listen on the iHeart